Hi, welcome again to a Power Wednesday segment. I'm your friend in the journey of success, Fred Joel, and today we'll be discussing about friends. We all have friends, and one thing about friends, you don't decide people who will be your friends. They just come into your life automatically. You don't have a checklist like, I need the friend who has these features, and you don't pick like, this one is going to be my friend and this one, no, I'll stay away from them. It happens automatically, and you find yourself hanging around people and spending more time with them. Jim Rohn once said, you are the average of 5 people you spend most of your time with. So be careful when you're picking your friends. Be careful with the friends you are spending most of the time with. This means if you are spending with 5 champions, you're going to be champion number 6. But it's also true, if you're spending your time with 5 losers, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say who's going to be loser number 6. We all know who's going to be that kind of person. So we have to be very careful when we are choosing friends to spend most of the time with. Even if it comes automatically, we don't decide, we can make a decision to stay away from these people. And today, we are going to discuss about friends you should run away from. Why? Because we have decided to make this year a very great year in our life and a decade ahead. 10 years from today, we need to make a history. We need to change our life and the life of our families and lives of our generations to come. So let's start with a list. Number 1, friends who are taking you for granted. Sometimes we have friends who don't value us at all. We have friends who they think they are better than us. They think we need them more than how they need us in our friendship. Most of the time, these friends, they will even borrow money from you and never bother to pay back. They will disrespect you in front of people, and they will think they are more superior than you. My dear friends in the journey of success, you don't need these friends in your life if you want to make your life great. Number 2, friends who are playing a blame game. If you have friends who have every person to blame for their lack of success, stay away from these people. Because what they will do is they will put into your mind negative vibes. They will change your responsibility for your success from you to other people around you. You hear friends saying, you know the life we have today? It's because we have this uncle who did not support us. Do you know why I'm in this situation now? It's because my parents did not take me to school. Do you know why my life is like this today? It's because I don't get a raise in my office. So if you have friends who are blaming everyone except themselves for the lack of their success, you need to run away from these friends. The other friends you need to avoid is scarcity-minded friends. What do I mean? Sometimes you have friends, whenever you do something, they'll change what you want to achieve with another value. It's kind of like the resources you have are the only resources. So you don't have to use them in this way, but rather you need to use them in another way. What do I mean? Let's say you have a friend and you tell them, I need to buy a car. And they'll ask you, how much is the car? They'll say, the car is maybe $10,000. And then your friends say, oh, $10,000. Why do you buy a car? Why don't you buy a plot somewhere? Why don't you just start this? Why don't you buy a farm? Why don't you? So it looks like that's the only money you're going to own. That's the only money you're going to have. So if you buy a car, you're finished. You will never have any other money to do other things. Robert Kiyosaki said, don't live below your means. Just increase your cash flow. Or if you need to buy a $10,000 car, very good. Work harder, do some more, increase your cash flow, then buy a house. If you buy a house, increase your cash flow and do other things. So if you have friends who are scarcity-minded, they want to put value in everything. You want to go on vacation, they say, why do you go on vacation? Why don't you just save the money to do this and do that and do that? And they put value in everything. Those are not good friends, because now they are limiting your mind to see that life needs to be limited in some things and a certain way of life instead of being enjoyed. You need friends who are saying it is possible. Yes, you can achieve this, and also you can achieve other things as well. The other kind of friends which you need to avoid, my dear friend, if you want to make this year a very great one, is people who are turning you into their emergency line. Sometimes we have friends, they will never contact you from February up to November, no contact. Even in the season, no season greetings, no Merry Christmas, no Happy New Year, no nothing. On 14th of January, this is when you receive their calls. They have emergency. They need your assistance. Literally, you don't have friends. You have beneficiaries who contact you only when there's the benefit to be gained on their side. If you have friends who are turning you as the only person to run to when they have problems, these are not good friends. You need to cut them off in your life. You don't want these friends at all. The other kind of friends you need to avoid in this year 2020 is backbiters. Sometimes you have friends who are saying everything good about you in front of you. They'll tell it on your face. Oh, you're my good friend. Wow, amazing friend. I thank God for a friend like you. But later, they go to other people and start saying negative things about you. Sometimes they start exposing your weaknesses to other people. Backbiters are actually not friends. These are your undercover enemies who are waiting for the right moment to strike you. But they're just disguised as friends. These are two-faced friends who look like friends to you, but actually they are your close enemies. If you have such people, it doesn't matter how long has it taken, for how long have you been together, and maybe they have helped you so much, maybe they seem to be good people to you, you need to cut off these people. You need people who are encouraging you. You need people who can stand with you. You need people who can catch a bullet for you, not people who can turn a gun and shoot you. So if you have backbiters, friends, this year, this decade, you don't need them. You need to cut them off. The other kind of friends you need to avoid in this year, if you really want to make this decade a great decade, is people who are discouragers. They are friends. They will see every problem in whatever solution you're trying to provide. If you give them your idea of something you want to achieve, guess what? They will discourage you, they will diminish you, they will show you how impossible it is. They will even try to convince you by so many facts, cooked facts to be honest. You want to give them your dream, they smash it. You go home and you say, maybe they're right, maybe I don't have to do this. If you have those kind of friends, they see everything in a negative way. You don't need them. You don't need those friends. You need friends who will be encouraging you. You need friends who will magnify your vision. Like, hey, I think I need to buy 6 cars. Like, only 6? Why not go for 10? You say, I want to do this. Yes, it's possible. I saw people doing that. You can also do it. You need people who are raising you. You need people who are encouraging you, who are pushing you to go forward. Not people who are taking you down. And last but not the least, you need to avoid friends who are very contented with life. People who are settled. People who have got it all already. I mean, you tell them I need to go up this level, they'll be like, why should you? You're doing good right now. You're doing fine. Why should you bother to do that? You're okay. Can't you see other people? Can't you see your friends, so-and-so? They're already contented. They don't want to go high. My dear friends, if you have these kind of friends, do you know what will happen? You'll live a mediocre life. They will kill that dream inside of you. You need friends who are showing you the way to go more than what you are today. If you have these friends we discussed today, with the features I have outlined now, here's my suggestion. You don't have to run away from them. I mean, you don't have to send them a letter like, hey, from today, we are no longer friends. But just like what Jim Rohn said, you are the average of 5 people you are spending most of the time with. Now start reducing time you spend with these people. If they call you to meet on Saturday evening, tell them you're busy. You may not be busy going anywhere, but maybe you are busy looking for friends who are encouraging you to go up, to do higher, to get more out of this year and this decade on YouTube. You don't have to have friends physically meeting every day. You can meet your friends on YouTube. One of the people who really encouraged me in the journey of life, especially when I started my business and when it was very down, that was in the year 2012 to 2013, was Jim Rohn. One, but the most person I spent more time with was Les Brown. Whenever I'm down, whenever I'm discouraged, I'll go on my YouTube, or I'll go on YouTube and I'll look for Les Brown. I'll start listening to him. I'll go to Joel Osteen. I'll start listening to him. These people will encourage me. I'll go out there. There are a lot of negativity, but at least I know that I have a backup of people who are telling me it is possible. You can do it. Go ahead, do more. Just put more effort. Even when my friends say, no, I think you need to change the strategy. I think you need to do something else. But these people, they were encouraging me. I never met them. For the first time, I met Les Brown, 2018 in Las Vegas. For the first time, ever since I knew him in 2012, through YouTube, of course, not face to face. I just met him in 2018 in Las Vegas. But all these years, he has been my partner in the journey of success. He's been my encourager. He's been my motivation all this time. So if you have friends around you who are not pushing you to go forward, spend less time with them and look for people who will encourage you and be great in this year 2020 and the decade ahead. After I've said that, I may request to you to post some more comments on if you have any other kind of friends we need to avoid. Please leave your comment. If you think I'm that kind of friend you need to avoid, guess what? Cut me off as well. But don't forget to leave your comments. And also, if you see any value in this information today, please share it with your friends. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe now so that you don't miss other videos. As we said, we are always sharing here good information to transform our lives every Wednesday in our Power Wednesday. Remember, as always, the war is not won until the last battle. You keep on fighting because you are my champion. Thank you very much.